Out 7:51 at KNEB, and News Extra next, and brought to you today by Gering Civic Center. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We have three special guests here today. They're all going to talk about one event. We have Carolyn Foged here, and she is the retiring Executive Director of Panhandle Independent Living Services. We have Jan Barber here with ESU 13, and we have the new Executive Director of Panhandle Independent Living Services with us, Eldon Pletner, and they're all going to talk about what's called the Jam and Transition Fair that is coming up on Thursday, April 18th over at the Gering Civic Center. So we'll let Carolyn discuss, first of all, what this is all about. She has been the Executive Director with what's called PILS, Panhandle Independent Living Services, for 16 years, right?
That's right. Kevin, JAM stands for Joint Agency Meeting, and this event highlights different agencies and programs within the Panhandle who have services for people with disabilities. The first part of the evening is a series of booths throughout the Civic Center where each agency can speak to people who come in, show them materials, and answer questions. And then there's a free dinner where people can sit down with each other's sharing experiences and just seeing what things they have in common, even though they have different disabilities. The third part is a panel, and the state agency representatives will answer questions from the people who are there.
All right, very good. Once again, Thursday, April 18th. It all starts at 4:30 and runs into the evening. Now, Jan here is with ESU 13, and she is going to discuss who is on this panel and the moderator and the type of things we're going to talk about.
Yes, the moderator for the panel is Denise Wright. She's a program specialist with special populations from the Nebraska Department of Education. The panelists themselves are state agency leaders and program directors from the following agencies: the Nebraska Commission for Blind and Visually Impaired, Vocational Rehabilitation, the Assistive Technology Partnership, Nebraska Health and Human Services System, the Nebraska Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, Panhandle Mental Health Center, Workforce Development, and ESU 13 Transition Services. Many of these leaders drive all the way across the state to be with us this evening, and we're very appreciative of that, and we're on their calendar year to year. We appreciate that support.
Yeah, that's very good. All right, we'll talk more about this right after this break.
With large, spacious rooms, a distinctively clear sound system, exhilarating images on 5 jumbo
We got
screens,
door prizes, over 35 exhibits. 37 exhibits. 37 exhibits.
And growing, okay?
Growing.
All right. Here's a pink pen if you want to make that change.
All right. Very good.
GeringCivicCenter.com. The Gering Civic Center. This is how satisfied feels.
All right, we are back on News Extra. We're talking about the Jam and Transition Fair. A joint agency meeting is what JAM stands for. And it's on Thursday, April 18th. Gering Civic Center starts at 4:30, runs throughout the evening. And it's just an evening where folks that are disabled can get information about programs, services, products that they might be interested in. Eldon Pletner is here along with Carolyn Foged and Jan Barber. Now, Eldon is we haven't heard from him yet. Eldon Pletner is the new Executive Director, taking over for Carolyn here for Panhandle Independent Living Services. Eldon, first of all, welcome to the area. He is the brother-in-law of Sergeant Phil Eckerberg over at the Scottsbluff Police Department. So he has that in common with the area. And we're not, like I said, I'm not taking that against you just because you are. And kind of tell us your bio a little bit and why you decided to come here.
Okay, well, I live in Nebraska City. I came out here because I want to be able to help people meet their needs of independent living. My background is I've been kind of a technical person. I've spent 40 plus years in the world of nuclear power. So if anybody has questions, you want to know about nuclear power, please call Pills at the phone number of 308-635-7901, because we want to have everybody that we can at the jam. We're still taking individual requests as well as exhibitors up until Monday night. So you still have 4 days to contact us. My background is I have a master's degree in business administration. I have spent many years in organizations, volunteer organizations, professional organizations. One of them is Toastmasters, and 1 year I served on the executive board of Toastmasters, which is an international organization. I just completed 2 years as serving on an international board with an organization called ISA, which is the International Society of Automation, and they are an organization that deals with technical things, dealing with computers and how instruments interface with those computers. I've been involved with disabled people through the Disabled American Veterans. I've been a member of them for several years and have served on the executive board in the local region back in Nebraska City. But I'm excited to come out here and be a help to the Panhandle. The other thing I'd like for people to know is that the jam involves 11 counties here in the western part of the state. And it's a wonderful organization. And even if you aren't disabled, we would like to see you at the jam. It's an opportunity to learn and become educated on things that you may not be aware of. And everybody usually has people who are older or needs help. And when we talk about disabilities, we talk about all forms of disabilities.
Okay. Very good. Once again, the number is 635-7901 if you want to get a display booth, or there's no fee for this. No fee for this to come to it. Or if you want to register for it, give them a call at 635-7901. And it's Thursday, April 18th at the Gehring Civic Center. Eldon, Carolyn, Jan, we appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you.
And we
Thanks
hope
for having
you
us, Kevin.
hope you have good attendance.